Hey guys, welcome back to That's Geeky AF with myself AF. So let's talk Supergirl. I've seen the movie twice now. I needed to have a second viewing just to gather my thoughts a bit more after that first one. I liked it first time around. I have some more thoughts after the second viewing. I've seen the discourse on the timelines. I've seen the divide. Some people hate it. Some people think it's just okay. Some people like it. Some people absolutely love it. And honestly, that's okay. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinion. Everybody's allowed to feel that the way that they want to about this movie. But for me personally, I'm sitting at a 3.75 out of 5, which is pretty good. It's not amazing. And yeah, part of that is because I absolutely love the source material. I love Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. It is a masterpiece in writing, in art. If you haven't seen my non-spoiler thoughts, you can go check that out. I'll probably post the link somewhere above here. If you haven't watched the movie yet, uh, please do not carry on watching this video because I'm probably going to get into some very big spoilers right about now. So this is your warning. Please stop watching. Get back to this video after you have watched the movie, and then you can check out and try to compare your thoughts with everything that I thought about it. So yeah, let's just go right in, and we are going to go into the big changes from the book. Let's start with the obvious. They changed quite a bit from the book. In the comic books, Krem of the Yellow Hills, he is this insanely dangerous dude who he just roams around the universe doing whatever he wants with his brigand army that he sort of commands. He kills whoever he wants to. There's zero consequences for any of them. And the thing that kicks off Woman of Tomorrow is he comes to the rock farm that Ruthie's family lives on. Yeah, that's another change. Ruthie's family are, or his father is a rock farmer in the comic books compared to being a swordsmith in the movie. But he kills Ruthie's father, and yeah, that just sets the entire thing into motion. And instead of him just dying, her entire family gets wiped out. Compared to in the book, they only kill her dad, and the rest of her family is still okay. It's more dramatic, sure, but also it loses that intimate personal spark that the book had. Then there's the Krypto moment. In the book, Krem shoots Krypto, and that becomes Carter's emotional anchor for the whole journey. In the movie, the whole sequence happens so fast that it barely lands. There's literally like so quickly. Like Carter basically wants to get the antidote, fix Krypto, and move on with her life, and Ruthie has to wear her down to get her help. In the comic, Carter and Ruthie go on this long, painful, beautiful journey, meeting so many amazing people, traveling to different planets, and in the movie it feels like somebody hit the fast forward button. The essence of their relationship just isn't fleshed out enough. If you watched my primer, you knew that I was hyped for the Green Sun arc. And yes, it's in the movie, but there's so much more to it in the book than what was shown in the movie. In the comic book, the chapter shows how ridiculously strong Carter really is. It was told that Superman only lasted 45 minutes under Green Sun. It was basically designed to be Superman's prison. Meanwhile, Carter, she can last, in the book, she lasts 10 hours under the Green Sun. Just shows you she is so OP. She is so amazing. So were they scared to show that comparison in the movie? Were they worried that people would complain that Supergirl is stronger than Superman? Who knows? It feels like a missed chance to show just how powerful and I mean how resilient she is. And I think that's what made that chapter stick out so much. That Supergirl is this strong, resilient character, and the essence of that was just lost completely in this adaptation. I'm just gonna speak about the ending as well because I wasn't a fan of that. They made Carter kill Krem, and I don't know why. I get that the movie wants to show how different Carter and Clark are because of the different upbringings. Carter's trauma is right there on the surface throughout the entire movie, but this choice, it didn't land for me. In the book, Ruthie tells Carter not to kill Krem. In the movie, Carter is the one that tells Ruthie not to kill Krem, but then she does it. So something that I think was a very big missed opportunity is in the comic, Krem gets banished to the Phantom Zone. That's how his story, or how the story ends. He gets banished to the Phantom Zone, and he sort of repents for the bad person that he was, and trying to like rectify his ways and all of those things. This would have been a perfect way to introduce new fans to the Phantom Zone in the DCU. Like, it's a brand new universe. You are doing all of this world building, and this was a really great opportunity to sort of introduce the Phantom Zone immediately, and you wouldn't be deviating from the source material at all. The source material is right there, and it literally says that Kim is banished to the Phantom Zone. I think it's a huge mischance, and they could have done it even as a narration from old lady Ruthie, just like in the book. I think everybody would have liked to see that. And then one last thing in the comic, the poison of the arrow that shot Krypto in the beginning, um, it wasn't really that much of a danger to Krypto. Carter made it up to sort of keep an eye on Ruthie, just to make sure that she doesn't do anything that she might regret later, with regards to killing Kim. In the movie, they commit to it fully, and they try to raise the stakes a little. I guess that's not a bad thing. Like, in live action, you sort of need something with stakes at the end, and you need to have a sort of an anchor, or a point that you're working towards. So I don't think that that's like a bad thing. But yeah, it's definitely different. I just want to talk about Krem's look. I wasn't a fan of it. They changed him drastically, and then they also made him like have superhuman strength as well. Not on board with that one. Krem is such a great villain in the comic book, but he just feels like badly written, and he's a bit of a forgettable villain. I don't think like anybody in about 5 years' time is going to remember Krem of the Yellow Hills, and that's a bit of a disservice because he was written so well in the books. You know who actually stole the show though is Jason Momoa as Lobo. This man was born to play Lobo. He has chaotic energy. He has unhinged charisma. You can tell that he had the time of his life. He probably didn't want to take off the Lobo costume, the Lobo outfit. I cannot wait to see him again. He's told James Gunn that the only way that he'd be in a solo Lobo movie or project is if it's rated R, and I think that that needs to happen. This guy he's born to play Lobo. I love it. I'm just gonna touch on some Easter eggs. There are a couple of planets that they visit. The first one is Holzer. That's named after Brittany Holzer. She is the DC editor who worked on Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. So that was a cool little nod over there, because we wouldn't have had the book or the movie without her. Then we have the planet Bilky, that is named after the artist Bilky Everly. And then when they are on the planet Bilky, they are in the city Everly, which is also the name of Bilky, the surname of Bilky Everly. We also see the Sclerian Raiders. They show up. They first appeared in Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, number 233, where they are on the Wormhole Express, just like trying to rob everybody, and then Carter sort of has her fighting moments with them. We also get about 5 minutes of David Corenswet's Superman flashbacks, and in present day as well. And honestly, every second was great. David, he doesn't need much. He is so good as Superman, and I'm so glad that we get another project with him very soon in a year's time. The chemistry between Carter and Clark is perfect, and I cannot wait to see more of them and more of that in Man of Tomorrow next year, where Carter as well will have a very big role in that. So these are my final thoughts. the movie could have been so much better. So it doesn't mean that the movie's bad. I thoroughly enjoyed myself in both of my experiences, in both of my watches. For what it is, the movie is good. It deviates from the source material, yes, but from what these actors did with their characters, it's still a really good time. There's a blend of emotion, there's humor, everything is in there. Like Lobo is an amazing character addition to the DCU. I genuinely don't understand why they ended up tying themselves down to an hour and 50 runtime. The source material is right there to be adapted and people adore it. Why change something that's already so masterful? It's I think that if the runtime is about 20 minutes or so longer, uh, the movie gets slightly or maybe much better reviews because there's more time to flesh out the story and all of these characters. I really think that they should have pushed for a longer runtime, more time for all of the scenes to breathe, and more times to let the scenes actually land properly. If I'm talking about character or actor standout performances, Milly Alcock is phenomenal. She is amazing as Corenswet, as Supergirl, and in my opinion, she's probably the best live action Supergirl we've ever gotten. We've seen a lot of live action Supergirls, but I think Milly Alcock, she's just sort of taken the character straight out of the book. She's adapted all of those like traits that we've wanted to see straight out of Woman of Tomorrow. She basically personifies this character in such a great way. The trauma, the grief, the anger, everything, she just lands to a T. And I cannot wait to see her dominate every portrayal of this character in the DCU moving forward. It's going to be amazing. I just want to shout out Ridley. She was fantastic. She is the heart of this movie. She was a really big and important character in the book. So I'm glad that Ridley took this character and did her homework with Ruthie. I think that she has a really bright future ahead of her. Final thoughts, Supergirl, it isn't perfect. It's a bit messy in terms of the storytelling and how fast-paced things are. It does feel a bit rushed and it misses some really huge emotional beats that I think the movie could have done with. But it also gives us a raw, powerful Carter, a killer Lobo, and I mean, it's a DCU that's finally starting to take shape. Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed it. Ignore all the noise, ignore all the bad reviews and the critics trying to put this down and the people who haven't even watched the movie trying to put this down. If you really want to have an opinion, go see it for yourself and let me know what you think, because I think that for what it is on its own as a standalone, I think it's still a good time. The comic book people, the comic book community who love the book, they'll obviously see some flaws and things when some pages or some panels weren't adapted properly. But then you get the people that haven't read the book and they'll be the ones that would sort of appreciate the movie on its own as well. There will be people that's going to say that everything was too fast paced. Some people will say that the story wasn't great. But I mean, it's still a good time. It's still a good movie. I'm still sticking with my 3.75 out of 5. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button. Smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. Drop your ratings in the comments below for what you think this movie is. If you have seen it, if you haven't seen it, try to go see it on the biggest screen possible because the effects and the cinematography is really, really good. The scale of what they've done should be seen on the biggest screen possible. If you haven't seen the movie yet and you want to know more about these characters, go check out my primer on Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. It's right here on the channel. If you want the deeper context behind everything that this movie is inspired by, then I think I mentioned almost about everything in that video. But yeah, that's all from me today. More DCU breakdowns coming soon. There will probably be a Spider-Man Brand New Day breakdown or primer coming within the next couple of weeks as well. So stay locked in for that. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay geeky AF. Peace.